Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate the shortcut representation of two-dimensional arrays in Java. So let's get started. Till now, that is, till the previous sessions, I have created the two-dimensional array. I have initialized the elements of the two-dimensional array. I have shown you how to access the elements of the two-dimensional array in a normal way or by using the traditional for loops and also by using the for each loop. But I have not created the two-dimensional array using the shortcut representation so far. So in this session, let me show you how to create the two-dimensional array using the shortcut representation. Okay, not in the normal way but by using the shortcut representation, how to create the two-dimensional array, I'm going to cover in this session. For that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE. Here, this is a program related to the previous session where we have declared the two-dimensional array and we created the object for the two-dimensional array. We have initialized the elements of this two-dimensional array and also we have accessed the elements of this two-dimensional array using the for each loop in this example. Now, instead of writing or creating the two-dimensional array and initializing the elements like this, I'm going to show you the shortcut representation. Okay. So what you have to do is this part will be same, guys. Okay. Declaration part will be same. The declaration part is going to be same, or else I'll write here integer, two-dimensional integer array. Let's say AR. Okay. AR is I'm going to declare this AR with the two-dimensional integer array is equal to, and for the shortcut representation, you should not create the object using the new keyword. Okay. That way is for normal way of creating the 2D array. But using the shortcut representation also, the object will be created, but you will not see the new keyword. Okay. So first what you have to provide is the curly braces you have to provide. Okay. First you have to provide the curly braces. This will become a single dimensional array. This single curly braces will become the single dimensional array. So to convert this into the shortcut representation of a two-dimensional array, to convert this into the shortcut representation of a two-dimensional array, what we have to do here is inside this curly braces, again we have to provide curly braces. 1, 2, 3. If I want 3 in the main array, if I want 3 slots, then in the main array in this 2D array, if I want 3 slots, here 3 is there, right? When 3 is there, here I have to create 3 inner curly braces, right? Fine. Then next thing is here using the shortcut representation, we are not only going to declare this two-dimensional array, we are not going to create the object for this two-dimensional array like this, but also we are going to initialize in the same line. Here itself we can initialize. We don't have to write separate lines. You see, here 12 lines were written extra for initializing the elements of this 2D array. But here, by using the shortcut representation, we don't have to write the 12 lines, okay, which are needed for the initialization. What we can actually do here is, here 9 is there, right? Just put 9 here, okay? 11. 0, 0, 0, 0, right? The first slot of the main array of the 2D array will have the index 0. In the index 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 indexes, 9, 11, 5, 7 will come. 9, comma, 11, comma, 5, comma, 7. That's it. Okay. So this part is done. Now, this one also you can remove right now, or you can keep it for a while. In every here three single dimensional arrays we have to create, guys. Here as mentioned, here we have to create three single dimensional arrays, 1 2 3. In each and every single dimensional array there should be four elements. Okay, that's why four elements we have to write. Now next second set of four elements is 3 6 8 2. 3 comma 6 comma 8 comma 2. This is also done. Now the last single dimensional array of this 2D array will have another four elements. Okay, 4 1 15 14. 4 comma 1 comma 15 comma 14. Okay, now I can remove all this stuff. You see, in a single line, using the shortcut representation of this 2D array, in a single line I declared this array, I created the object for this 2D array internally, and also I have initialized the elements of this 2D array also in the same line. I don't have to write so many lines for initialization. That is, okay, this is what is the shortcut representation of the 2D array, two-dimensional arrays. Now the remaining part for accessing part will be same, guys. We can use for each loop or traditional for loops or whatever the way you want to access the elements of the array you can use. Okay, either normal way or traditional for loop or for each loop you can use for accessing the elements of this array. But you see, this is how we can create a 2D array and initialize elements of the 2D array using the shortcut representation of the 2D arrays or two-dimensional arrays. Now let me run this code and see that you will get the same output. Okay, without any problem, you'll get the same output, guys. You see, the tabular format itself, the elements of this 2D array are getting printed. This part is same guys, only this initialization and array creation and initialization part will get converted into one line. Earlier we have tried 13 lines. That 13 lines got converted into just single line. 12 lines got excluded now. Okay, we don't have to write 12 lines for initializing each and every element of the array. Just by using this shortcut representation, that's what is a benefit. So hope guys you understood how to create two-dimensional arrays using the shortcut representation in this session. Hope you understood guys. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.